Welcome to News, Views and Foreign Language Clues for October 2025. Today I want to start with Duolingo for a change. So anyone who's been here for quite a while will know that after doing the Italian to French course, I decided to do the English to French course to increase my vocabulary and ability to compose sentences myself. When I started, I quite liked the little scenarios that popped up in this course and the other little enhancements, but I very soon got bored of them and started skipping them. And the further into the course I got, it felt like Duo was just padding things out to a huge extent so that people stayed on the platform for longer. I persevered for a while, but then I just couldn't bear it anymore and decided I would try to jump all the sections to the end. This was not nearly as difficult as you might have imagined, although some of the vocabulary I had to look up because it wasn't stuff I would normally come across or have a need to remember. So I got to that last unit, where you have to do everything in it to the end of the course, which is fair enough, and I wanted to get to the daily refresh. That was my goal. I quite like the Italian daily refresh now, as it always gives me something different to practice, and I wanted that for French too. I started on this unit and, oh my God, the entire thing was pretty much Duolingo congratulating itself and having you say words that you might not feel were true. I certainly didn't. Here are a few examples. Nope, I would not be lost without notifications. I had them turned off. The worst of trials? What does that even mean? And no, I wouldn't do anything for you, Duo. Really, just no. Thank you, Duo, for enriching this experience. Is this because you can't actually get anyone to say that in real life, so you have to make them do it? It was worth the menaces of the green owl. So you know Duo is annoying as heck. There were so many of these, it was seriously annoying, especially as they make you do these exercises. You can't skip them. Have they done this with all the courses now, or just with French? Ugh. Look, I don't hate everything about Duolingo because I still use it, but it has been getting progressively worse and worse over the years in terms of being a serious language learning resource. This kind of thing doesn't help. It just makes a mockery of language learning. If you want people to actually say kind things, you need to stop forcing people to do exercises they don't want to do or aren't necessary for them. Stop lengthening the course just for the sake of it, to keep people paying for longer. And you need to give them decent grammar tips on the courses that aren't as profitable for you, because that's what a true language learning resource would do. And you just don't. I'm sure Duo isn't the only language app that's doing these kinds of things, but as it's the one I'm using, it's going to get all the frustration. Something else. As of the latter part of August, the Portuguese course now has a new section added again, which, as far as I can tell, does now include the past tense content. I will do a proper post about this once I've gone through it, or at least got a decent way through it, but at least this is good news. Now on to the less good news. Does anyone else hate this recent addition to Duolingo? These ridiculous little animations at the end of an exercise that I can find no way to turn off. Seriously, why is money being spent on doing things that add nothing to the learning process when there is so much lacking on so many of the courses? Why is this more important than ensuring the content of the courses is improved? At some point I'm going to do a proper post about this as well. The things that Duolingo could do better and that would actually enhance the process rather than distract from it. That may not be until very late this year or early next though, once I've gathered all my data. Now something about the RAIPlay Sound app. I talked about this in a previous video, but as of October the 1st, they changed their access to the app. Before you could access anything without signing up, You couldn't bookmark or save things, but you could listen to them. Now, you can only listen to live radio or news without signing up. So that's a shame. Is this a reaction to the UK's Online Safety Act, or just a way to get more data? Which always gets sold on in some form or other these days. Who knows? But it is what it is. You can get access to their podcasts elsewhere, though. There are many of them on Spotify. Yes, I went through and followed all of these just so I could show you a list of them. It did take me a while to get the right thing to search for, because I knew I'd seen them before, but they weren't coming up. You have to put in RAIPlay Sound with RAIPlay as one word. I haven't counted them, but there are a lot. I may look at one or two in detail in the future. They may also not be the most up-to-date podcasts, but that probably doesn't matter. And that's it for this month. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next month. Yeah, I said those words that YouTubers do all the time, but I usually don't. Must be feeling off colour or something.